Welcome back, everybody, to the Madoians and Friends podcast. This is episode number 26 with our buddies, returning guest Manny Vasquez.
Hello.
And now we have new guest of the podcast, Jordan Baden-Hoyle.
You.
Jordan and Manny, thanks for joining us. Real quick, just before we get it started, as always, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Always appreciate the support. But boys, again, thank you for coming.
Of course.
Thank you, fellas.
Yeah. So first and foremost, I didn't see your shoes before you came in. I like them. Cool. I think Cool Gray 11s might be my favorite shoes of all time.
Nice. I like the 11 because I feel like it's the most comfortable shoe. You know what I mean?
And it's also
of all the Jordans, yes.
In any occasion you can wear it. You know, the Concord 11 was made for a tuxedo.
Yeah.
So and you know I did wear Brett 11s to a nice homecoming dance in my day.
Oh, nice.
Certainly.
Classy shoes.
Did they
The
come out
patent
clean?
leather.
Did the outfit look good?
Of course.
All right.
Of
That's
course,
what it all matters about.
But yeah, no. Again, thanks, boys, for coming.
Definitely.
Jordan, long time coming.
Facts.
First time in the house. That's kind of ridiculous,
Facts. You guys are out here in Providence now, though. You know what I mean? It's a little treat from my way.
bro. That is first off. That is a good. So that is the most Rhode Island thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So
that is true. That is
bro,
true.
ever since I lived in Mass, like, not saying that I'm like, now ventured off because I only fucking lived in Mass, but the fact that the Rhode Island mindset is that anything over like 20 minutes away is far is absolutely absurd.
Well, I think past 30 minutes is a little crazy for Rhode
Bro,
Island.
but
you know
like,
what I mean?
no, dude, it's not. First off, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I used to come down from Natick all the way down to Providence just about every weekend if I was by myself, and it's an hour and a half, and it didn't feel bad at all.
I honestly think it's situational, though. You know what I mean? It depends on what you're doing. Like, when we were coming up here, that drive was nice and smooth because we're coming to hang out with the fellas. You know what I mean? But
If it's
if
for
I
nonsense.
had, if I had
you're-
obligations in
All right, well-
Providence, like something crazy, 30-minute drive, fuck.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
not
mean?
ideal.
Yeah.
But
Just out of the
bro,
way.
the first time I really got a good like sense of that shit was when I was playing down in Virginia. We played Liberty, and we were in the same exact town on the same road for 45 minutes,
That's crazy.
and we didn't see a single Walmart, nothing. Like, not like Walmart was kind of probably not the best thing to say, but like we didn't see anything.
Yeah, people drive like 2 hours in Texas for groceries.
Yeah,
Imagine
it's
that.
I was gonna
Just
say,
to go to
like,
the corner store, you literally have to
4
drive
hour
an
round trip, dog. Dude, I'm lazy. I'm so lazy. I don't even go to the grocery store when I get fucking home, and it's probably 15 minutes away. So again, another Rhode Island thing to do, but like, Jesus Christ. Bro.
Now, when I lived in like Florida, like the closest like mini mart or like anywhere you can get like something at was probably like 15-minute drive.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like at least an hour walk for some reason. I'm like, I swear to God, I was like, yo, this takes 15 minutes in the car. Like, what is this? Like it's just too far. Like, I don't know. I like Rhode Island. I like the short little cuts. I like, you know, I know like all the back routes. You know what I mean? Like that's what, I don't know. I love Rhode Island in a sense.
No, dude, I don't get me wrong. I love Rhode Island and everything, but it's just such a funny thing. Like I've been, the gym that I'm working at opens up tomorrow. So it's been fucking nuts, dude.
Nice.
But it's just so funny to hear like some of the members that are joining, and after the Y closed, they had to like go to the other Y's, like Kent County or
Which is probably like
in Wakefield.
away.
Bro,
Maybe.
it is
Maybe.
maybe 15 minutes away, and they're like, do you know how inconvenient it is that I have to go to Warwick to work out? And I'm like, yeah, that must be the worst thing you've ever done. Let me tell you something. You could come 5 minutes away and come to this gym.
That's
And
a great selling point at that point.
I'm like, listen. I literally tell everybody.
Only in Rhode Island.
I swear to God, I tell everybody. I go, convenience is key. Listen, the hardest part about going to the gym is getting there. And if you got to go only 5 minutes away, you're
that is
bound to
true
go.
though. It is true.
At least you got the pitch down, though. You know what I mean? You're selling people already.
Dude, yeah, it is. Bro, the hardest part about getting to the gym seriously is getting there. I swear to God, I have gone to the gym before, pulled in the parking lot, parked, and then said nah and left.
Today's not
Bro,
the day.
I swear to God, dude. Like, I've done that shit. Like, I've gone in and I'm like, motherfucker, and I just left. Like,
Honestly,
fuck it.
yet to hit that part. Like I don't think I've ever been in the gym. Like if I, not
You
by
go-
my
you go-
membership. Like
You go first.
yeah.
First equipment, you go one push.
Nah.
Nah.
Oh
And then
my
How many
God.
sets I gotta do? Ah, shit, fuck.
Yeah, no, not my dad.
Sometimes I'll get halfway through a workout. And I know I said this in the last podcast, but like I'll get halfway through a workout and I'll just be like, yeah, I did enough today. And I really wish I didn't do that, but
I think it's
funny-
unbelievable how, like, I am 5 minutes from my grocery store, my barber, my gas station, everything I need is in the five minutes in my vicinity.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
convenience of the
unbelievable.
towns.
That
Like,
is
you know what I mean? North
unbelievable.
Kingstown,
Yeah.
even Newport where I live in now. Like everything is so
You
enclosed.
got a good amount of shit.
Yeah, everything's so enclosed. But like another thing, like about the Rhode Island thing, we work at a bakery or whatever,
Yep.
and there's two locations. We have one about 5 minutes away, another one 5 minutes down the road. If we tell a customer like, oh hey, yeah, we don't have this here now, you got to go 5 minutes down the road. Oh God, you know, what I mean? Like, wow, I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
Just you know,
How
Yeah.
you've inconvenienced my day beyond words.
It's
I
like,
cannot express.
you have no chocolate chip cookies. Oh my God, like come on, but.
Oh my, that's fucking funny, dog.
Yeah.
But no. One last thing about that, or is it just so before the gyms open, I've been going to the Planet Fitness in NK, and so like mad people will come up to me and be like, "Are you the gym guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the
him.
gym guy."
Yeah.
And they're like, I hate this place. Like I'm gonna come over there, and I'm like, it's so funny. Like I'm in the middle of my workout, and it's like these like sweet old ladies, and they just come up and they're like, "Are you Alex?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
You just sneak in there. Convenience is key.
Yeah, listen.
Did you know
And I
convenience was key?
go. Yeah, the lighting in here isn't great, right? And
With the old people though, it's anything. Anything will sway their little. You know what I mean?
yeah, they're like, yeah, these people are rude. It's just unbelievable.
They have
But-
Poland Spring at the other one.
Yeah,
I like your choice of water.
but no. So
Choose a
Jordan,
water.
right before this, you were saying that because you going off of the fact that you guys were working at the bakery.
Yeah.
All right. So what the fuck is good with Food Network, bro?
So so I'm gonna be on a little TV show coming up in December. Look out for that. Food Network. It's the food truck challenge. So basically,
The Great Food Truck Race.
yeah,
Wait,
the
are you
Great Food Truck
serious?
Race. Yeah, you've heard that show,
With
right?
fucking
You're
Tyler Florence?
Tyler Florence.
I
That's
fucking
my
love
boy.
that show.
Dude,
So
that's
listen,
a bomb show.
Tyler Florence. Yeah, Tyler
For the
Florence came
bakery?
through. Yep, he came through, and I guess they were doing a challenge where they wanted a fresh stuffing. All right. So for the stuffing, they wanted the best bread.
Yeah.
So the place we work at, we make fresh bread, fresh cookies, all that type of stuff. So he came through. They brought the whole camera crew, something like that. And Tyler Florence, I basically had to break down for him how we do everything. So
Shut up.
yeah, so I'm pretty much the main focal of the whole thing. It comes
That's
out in
fucking
December.
dope.
Yeah.
That
like,
is so
he's
sick.
like, so Jordan, like, how do you roll baguettes? I'm just like, boom, smacking him on the table. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
You
gonna be
were
lit.
on?
dude.
You
Yeah.
were talking to Tyler Florence?
Yeah, so it's crazy
That's
though because
crazy.
there was like girls like in the lobby, like 3 chicks just waiting, and I'm like, yo, this guy is really popular. Like I never heard of this show before or whatever.
What?
So I mean, they're like literally starstruck by this guy, you know, and
Yeah,
I'm just
he's
over
a
here.
big
Yeah, he's a
celebrity
big
chef.
ass name.
Yeah.
Wait, so
For
what's
a
the
long
name of the
time.
place that you work at?
It's Provençal Bakery. That's a little shout out right there, Provençal.
Never heard of it.
That's
Yeah.
fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't
That
know
is
that.
so
like,
cool.
bro. I thought you were gonna be like we were gonna be. Not that you're gonna be.
I
on,
thought you were
like,
competing in something.
No,
you were
no,
just
no.
a part of a challenge.
No,
in
well, we're
the-
not part of the challenge, so like they need the people that were participating in the challenge. They
Yeah.
need to make stuffing, right?
Yeah.
And we have the bread. So it's like a little
Oh.
cut scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
so
That's
we need
so
fresh
dope,
bread.
bro.
Let's go to the bakery and get
Yeah,
it, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
And
Damn,
then
dude,
I'm
that's
in
so
there,
dope.
yeah.
That's
Bro,
so
I was
sick.
thinking that you were gonna like you. Not that you were gonna be on like diners, drivers, and dives or nothing, but I thought it was gonna be something like that. That's just
Low-key,
like
yeah.
that like just shows off. It's like we're here in Newport, Rhode Island, and we're
Yeah.
at, and it's like, but dude, that's
Yeah,
dope, bro.
it's like a little cut scene, but the thing I think is crazy is all the TV magic that goes into that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So this show's coming out in December, so I mean they probably came in like July. July. So they
Damn.
got people in Christmas hats. They got fake snow. They got all this TV magic stuff. I swear,
Dude,
like yeah,
whoa,
like
that's weird.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
crazy.
God.
It's crazy.
It's
So
shot so far in advance.
yeah, exactly, because they have to edit, they have to
Yep.
chop it up,
Who's
all
watching?
that stuff. So, I
Yeah.
mean, they had me doing just bogus stuff
Thank
the
you,
whole
Harsha.
time too.
Thank
like,
you up yours.
oh, just sprinkle the flour one more
Yeah.
time in slow motion.
Some B-roll.
Yeah, this is gonna look sick. Like, pick that up one more time. All right, yeah, but TV
They get
magic
you
is
in, like,
crazy.
weird faces, like.
Okay, sure, yeah. You want me to sprinkle the flour on nothing? I got you. Just make sure it's the good angle. But nah.
Dude, bro. That is so sweet, bro. I
Yeah.
did not expect that to be what you were gonna
Yeah,
say.
definitely.
I love that show.
bro.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit's dope.
that is crazy. Good for you, dude. That's sick.
Yeah, good looks. So December, look out for me on TV, boys. Food Network.
Food Network.
Jordan was bringing up 6ix9ine earlier. I don't know if you want to move into
Snitch
that.
9.
See, I don't really know how we get into the Snitch 9 situation, but I just wanted to see another person's point of view on it. I don't know if you guys are in depth or following that whole scene, but
What, Manny? What do you think about that?
I just like rap music.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah, no, I got
tough
you.
situation. Like it's kind of like if you're in that situation, what would you do? And it
I
comes.
mean, he signed up for it. That's kind of like what
it is.
goes
It's
along
like,
with the territory.
It's like gang, but then like when your gang's not being gang, it's like
when
I
your
just-
gang's not being
Was he
gang, it's
was
gang
he
gang.
ever really in it? Like, was he? You know what I mean? Was he like? Did they accept
like,
him, or was he just like
I-
for the protection
I don't think
or whatever?
so. I think it was just more like about like the money.
He
and, like,
brought the publicity.
he
and
brought money.
and they brought the
He
protection.
bought
That's what
way
the
to
deal was. I
wash
heard
money.
50 deal.
It was like
he
It was
paid
like a-
for the guns and like funded
So,
it.
yeah,
and-
like-
yeah.
Basically, they found the kid in the deli market. So imagine you have
yeah.
crazy tattoos or something like that. Somebody sees you, say, "Oh, you look like a rapper." You know what I mean? So what they did, they brought the kid out, Snitch 9 or whatever. They brought him to the location and just said, "We'll eat off each other." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You get publicity for the gang looking tough or whatever, and we get publicity off you. So
Yeah.
so he was really a part of that whole, like, I don't want to get into the depth or whatever, but he was a part of that gang for a whole like year in total. You know?
But it seemed
So-
like people in it didn't like back him and weren't really.
Well, yeah, like if you look it up, there's
Yeah.
two dudes that are going after, like, trying to be the breadwinner in this situation. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's like two dudes trying to fight over who's getting more money from a guy. And I think the whole situation was a little crazy, but we got the Fortnite house going crazy right now too. So.
Yeah, just a quick side note. Gibby is out here screaming about his edits not working. But no, that shit is just fucking nuts, dude. The craziest thing to me about the whole thing, like, as crazy as the fact that he's just about giving every name he could possibly give out, is anybody he could possibly give out. Not Kodak, fucking Trippie Redd. Like, everybody.
Yeah, but he just said Trippie Redd was part of the Bloods, which doesn't matter
No,
because
okay,
he
then
didn't assign a crime to what he did. Yeah,
All right,
he
well,
didn't-
either way,
it's
what
not
I was trying
illegal
to say-
be part of a group.
That's fair. But what I'm saying is, like, almost crazier than the fact that he's given all these people's names is the fact that he's like, nah, I don't want to do witness protection.
Yeah,
Bro.
I don't see how he makes a comeback and doesn't get killed. Like
Makes a comeback.
I don't-
Dude,
I
a
don't- it
rap
just makes
comeback.
sense.
I don't know if it's a comeback. I don't even think there's any room for a comeback.
A rap
He's
comeback
definitely
is
got like he's definitely got music. Like, I love his music. Like, I'll bump his music.
I was
to-
never really a big fan. He just screamed to me.
I don't know, like
The blicky like that. I just
Blicky got the
song
It was
that-
it was lit.
That shit smacks.
It was lit.
sometimes.
Like the beats were
When you're
nice.
really
Like
in
it was
it, like, that
Fifi.
shit
You know,
smacks.
he did his thing. Like he made upbeat music, which I do like. But he just screamed all the time to me. I don't know. He never really.
It was definitely like fraud. Like, you know what I mean? Fraudulent for him to be in like a gang. You could tell like he wasn't
Yeah.
really with the
Yeah.
shits. But like at the same time, he was really with the shits in the sense of like everything else with like, you know what I mean?
everything that else
yeah,
that went a part of it.
after-
He was with
after,
it. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he was with it. But like I feel like you're throwing up like hits on like Chief Keef and shit
Yeah, and then
on
and
like
you don't do
social
shit
media.
about
Like,
it.
it's not like
Yeah.
you're throwing
Not that I'm
shit
doing
up
shit
and
about
like
it,
that. But like you're literally like like, you know what I mean, like publicly
Yeah.
making a hit on
Yeah.
somebody that's also like famous. Like
Yeah.
I don't know where do you like
Yeah.
I don't know where you think you're gonna go other than jail. You know what I mean, in the sense of like,
and it's just
okay,
yeah.
well, you're ending up in jail. That's when I'm like, all right, now he's snitching because he got caught doing some dumbass shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
but
no.
you know what I mean? Like,
And all these people are putting their lives and their freedom on the line for you, doing whatever you want them to, and
you know-
then you're just singing.
You know who comes out looking like an absolute savage out of this whole situation though?
Who's that?
Fucking Bobby Shmurda.
Yo, shout out to GS9. Them dudes never fooled. Look
Bro.
up those transcripts at the
Dude,
federal.
Bobby
Got on
Shmurda.
him.
Bobby Shmurda took.
We read
what did
them
he take?
shits.
He took.
we read them.
He took like 4 to 5 extra years for his boy, right?
Yeah, because it was an extra like 2 or 3 years because they said, "Yo,
Your
we'll
boy's
sign-"
gonna get 12,
Yeah,
but we'll give him 7
something
if you
like
do
that.
if you do 5.
They just wanted
And
both
he's
of
like,
them
yeah.
in there at the same time. So he's like, you know what? I'll eat that. 5 years, 7 years. What's the difference?
I want
Yeah.
to see him come back.
He's coming out soon too.
Dude,
be sick.
but like I love
That'd
the
be
the
so sick.
funniest shit, dude, is like
His hat
is-
comes back down.
Oh
Yo,
my
that would
God.
be crazy. Yo, give me that shit. That would be crazy.
gets
We got a
lost. He's
moment
like, I
already.
found it.
unbelievable. That would be number 1 meme ever, dog. Because that was a top meme for a little while. Was
Just
the,
to throw
where
in the hat?
and then it's just like the hat is just flying through fucking
It
space
never
and
came
then
back
just
down.
Where'd that shit go though?
bro. But that would be unbelievable, dude. If he just came
It's
back.
in no video ever.
and he's just like, and dude, imagine he like posted an IG video of like it like
He
the
comes
beat
back
drop into
and lands on his head.
and he's like, this, and he just goes,
Yeah.
bro. All-time video is him. What I forget the song that he was presenting to the label, but the label at the label meeting when he starts jumping on the table in front of like this fucking group of like 50 to 60-year-old white people from the label, and he's just fucking dancing on the table like this, dude. It was great, bro. But no,
That's that good energy though. That's
he's
like
been staying relevant for years, dog, and he
Yeah.
hasn't put out.
It was such a
nothing.
shame. It was such a shame because it just came out the time that he was like blowing.
That'd be like
blowing
if
Well,
that'd be like if Lil Nas X put out Old Town Road, then all of a sudden he just went to jail for like 5 years.
like what could have been.
I feel like that's
it
the.
really is
I feel
what-
like that's
what could've
throwing
been.
shit to them though.
You know what I mean? Like
Like
who
there's
would
some
he-
real
no,
ass
but,
dudes
what-
like.
that was
it
such
can
a
be.
that is such a long time ago.
If you think about it, yeah, what was that? That song, Hot Blank or whatever? Yeah. I'll take some more of that.
Okay, word. Yeah, we get the Pinot Grigio coming out.
You
Jordan,
can say it.
you know what?
You're the only one who can say it.
Hot nigga, yo, you. No.
You're the only one who can say
Yeah,
it.
it's
I didn't know the censorships on the show and everything like that. so-
Censorships.
You heard me? That's it. Nobody else. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I was thinking about this the other day. Me and Matt in the Titan picking up you,
Titan.
you, Kid,
Bro.
Kid
Matt, shout yo,
and,
free my boy Kid Matt. You heard?
And what's his
Who the
name?
fuck is Kid Matt?
You don't know?
You don't know Kid
Kid
Matt, bro?
Matt?
You probably, 'cause it-
Side
you
note,
went to
though.
college.
Wait, what's his last name?
Side note
Oh,
though,
we-
I wanna
we-
I wanna shout out Mikey and Matt Madoian for picking me and my boy up every day from school.
Kid Matt and freaking
Who's that? Terrell?
Fuck that is.
Darrell.
Terrell.
Terrell,
Yeah, so
whatever.
these guys lived about 10 minutes away from us, and they came through and picked me up every day for school. Shout out to them boys for
No,
that one.
But
You know
the
what I mean?
specific memory I had was I don't know what song was on, and
I
you
think I-
guys were
Getting
standing
lit in
up
the
in
back,
the
huh?
back seat, arms around each other.
No,
and
it-
singing.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Free that innocent man too.
That was
Innocent
honestly
man.
so. I turn around and music's all the way up, and they're
Yeah,
standing up.
in the Titan that
Titan.
I put the fucking sound system in.
The Titans
Oh
fly,
my
yo.
God.
VIP to
So
the
funny,
Titan.
dog. So
R.I.P.
anyone that ever had
R.I.P.
a first car,
My fault.
like you had this fucking kid screaming out here because of Fortnite. So anyway, anyone that had a first fucking car knows like that like sentimental value
Yeah.
about the car.
Because that's what people knew you as.
But
But
dude,
when you showed up to school.
So my senior,
yeah.
dude, my senior year, bro.
Titan was the Madoians.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
saw the
dude,
Titan, you
the-
saw
bro,
Madoians.
The 4-door Titan, dude, was just a beast.
Also savage.
And
Like
you're out
that's
here-
savage of a
Dude,
flip.
you're out here on the highway and it's just fucking like it's a beast out there, dude. And then we put the sound system in it, dude, and I mean, out here looking like an absolute
I
douchebag,
remember-
leaving the fucking the parking lot, windows down, music up, but bumping, dude.
I remember bumping with Matt like the Meek Mill like dreams, nightmares, some shit like that.
Dude,
Like yeah, like
some
hard. Like I was
bangers,
like Matt, like relax. Like I was like, relax, buddy.
Shout out to Matt Madoian too, yo. That kid's crazy. Every time we go through Wickford, you know, everybody knows Wickford if you're from NK. I mean, this is a small, little, quiet, old little community. This guy wants to play the music at 100, windows down. He wants to everyone looking at us though. That was dope.
bro.
Shout
How
out
about,
to Titan.
dude? How about this? So, as good as the Titan system was, bro, Danny Blaze. So this kid, for a lot of people that might listen to the podcast, they might know who Jacob Blaze and then Danny Blaze are. But if you don't know, our buddy Jacob Blaze, he was on the podcast. Great episode. Go check that out. Shout, a little plug there. But his brother had a Jeep that had the biggest bass the bass was so loud in his car that we went a 10-minute drive and I had a headache for the rest of the fucking day.
Yeah.
We're going through Wickford, dude, and people are covering their children's ears, and they're like, "Are you fucking kidding? Like, turn it down."
There's something about how quiet that little place is that
Yeah.
you just want to
So
be
fucked.
so loud. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
like,
just disrupt.
Yeah,
just
for real.
disrupt
Something's
everything.
something's not right
Bro,
here.
all right, so real quick,
I need to make some
think
noise.
of anyone listening to the podcast, think of the quietest road that you could possibly think of in your own town. That is probably it is literally just like a little cut through, little shops, literally nothing. And
But this
I put
place
on-
was built in the 1700s.
literally literally
Closes
it's
at
so
8 o'clock.
small, dog.
There's nothing open.
And we used to bump like we put the windows down and put on Dead Mouse and just fucking let it rip, dude.
the most obnoxious music that you can probably think of. That's what we're playing down the
Yeah.
street. You know what I mean?
That's
So-
dude. That's just like the thought process of high school kids, dude.
Yeah,
We're
for real.
just fucking morons.
Attention, you know, whatever it is. Like any attention is good attention. I feel like, you know,
That shit
especially
is funny, dog.
So,
But
but yeah.
do you have your cup?
Nah, I don't know where it went.
What
But,
the fuck do you mean? All right, well,
let me go
fucking
grab it.
Give the mic to him. Do you have to switch that? The camera?
In a few minutes, yeah.
All right. So yeah, we've been. Oh, there you go.
pull
Yeah,
it
we're
up.
out here just it's a Friday night at this point. Episode's gonna
At this
come out on
point, it
Sunday.
wasn't 5 minutes ago.
Listen.
But, at this point, it's a Friday night.
Listen, what I mean by that is that the episode's not coming out till Sunday. So at the time
yeah.
that we're recording
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
it's a Friday. You douche bag.
Yeah, it's not a Sunday morning.
Exactly. So
Just drinking.
we
heavily.
are
Real dark drinking.
Yeah. We blacked out the windows.
okay. All right. But anyway, Manny out here drinking the Miller Lights. We got the Pinot Grigio flowing.
Flowing on
Flowing.
tap.
On tap. Come on.
On
What do you
tap.
think this is? What do you think this is, dude?
No cap.
And we only drink the finest, dude. We only drink the finest of the Pinot
Barefoot.
Grigios. Barefoot.
A barefoot Pinot.
Dude, do you know how expensive barefoot is, dude?
We'll catch any of your college girlfriends.
Bro, barefoot is excuse me. Barefoot is a whole $11.99 at the store I go to.
Damn.
Yeah.
For the
You're
the
welcome.
whole
Jordan.
bottle.
You're welcome.
shout out to the
Breaking the bank.
I'll
on
do
you.
for real. But Jordan, I don't know if you wanted to bring up the topic you were talking about earlier, or if you wanted to go a whole nother direction. But we can talk about that.
I
for
can
a
kind of
start- for a
segue
quick
into
minute.
that though.
You can
so
talk about whatever you want.
we can segue into that. So we're talking about Snitch 9, right? So the thing that kind of messed me up with that whole situation is they think that either him or his driver, right, was a federal plug, like
I
a federal
heard-
informant
I
that they
heard that,
plugged in
yeah.
there
No
for.
way.
Yeah,
The
so
I did
driver.
not
I
know
heard
that.
the driver.
Really?
they have a video
shit.
out of when he got kidnapped or whatever, this whole situation. But the whole time the driver has it on video for some reason. You know what I mean? For some reason he's recording.
Yep.
So it's a little sketchy
Yeah, like
off
how
rip,
often
but-
do you just fucking record? Like
Yeah,
how
so-
often? I mean, I don't know,
It's-
but
it's
like
an
how
early
often are you
morning,
just like,
too.
oh, let me get my camera out and just press record.
just in case we get robbed at
It was
gunpoint. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think that was weird because either him or the driver was a federal plug, right? So I forgot how I was gonna
6'9".
spin this off, but if you
It's
guys
all
are following the news or whatever, there was a Dallas cop that shot an African American male in his own apartment, killed him, homicide, murder, blah blah blah. So the thing that I thought was a little crazy was that this lady got 10 years for a murder charge, where in Texas you get 2 to 99 mandatory. So I mean,
Really?
yeah, for a murder, just cold blooded. This guy was on his couch eating ice cream. But anyway,
And,
I
yeah,
thought
she-
yeah, so they're giving this lady 10 years or whatever, but at the same time, while they're helping her out in the judicial system, they're plugging in people in New York trying to take down the whole operation. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know how I'm trying to explain this, but I think it's just a little weird how the government works. You know what I mean? We're trying to
well, first off, the way the government works is
You have no
fucking
idea.
It's
Fraudulent.
fucked. It's
Fraudulent
fucked
as
and
hell.
fraudulent. But the thing that's fucked up about the whole thing, dog, and that doesn't make any fucking sense, and that the fact that she's even getting, if the law, like you're saying, is 2 to 99 years, and she got 10, bro, you can't fucking tell me that this lady walked into an apartment that's not
parked,
her fucking
She parked
own.
on the wrong floor and then just
Walked into an apartment and then and also and like that is, dude, you cannot tell me that is the explanation that you have that not even remotely justifies it, but that's the explanation, is that you walked into an apartment that you know is not you know it's not yours. There's no way. If you live there, dog, I don't just walk
The
to next
decorations,
door and be like,
the decorations.
oh,
My
bad.
poster is
even
there.
the smell of your own house. You know what I mean?
But
You could
open
walk
the
in
door-
anywhere
you
and
open the
immediately
door
tell.
for 1 second, and immediately it's different.
Yeah.
There's
But-
literally no way it's not.
Also,
different.
I saw something like usually if you came into your house and you.
You.
Doesn't
No, I'm just gonna start screaming. Stop screaming. Go
Oh,
ahead.
it doesn't fine. Like, if you would walk into your house and you saw someone that you didn't know in your own house, wouldn't your first reaction to be to get the fuck out?
True.
Like,
Also-
I would be out so fast.
Mike, she knew this guy. She called him
Oh,
out.
really?
She did a testimony on the stand and called him my black friend. My
Oh.
black friend.
Well,
G.
also, did you see
So,
like
I
the
mean-
text
No,
messages
yeah.
about like,
Super sketchy.
oh, my dog's racist, and she
Yeah.
was like, oh, good, so am I.
Yeah,
It's just-
and then they were talking about how like they had to work on Martin Luther King Day, and they were all fucking pissed about it.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just
yo,
super
bro,
sketchy.
Get the fuck out of here. But also, so first off,
I
when
just
you're
don't
saying
know how
my black
like,
friend,
they come up with that. You know what I mean?
the fact that she had to add the
my black friend.
that part, and not that I can't say it, but that part that you just mentioned, but like that goes to show you that not only did she not even know who the fuck he is, but she's just trying to get exactly telling oh, that was my like, and she didn't even say African. It doesn't matter what she said, whether it was African American or black, like she's fucking not telling the fucking truth, like straight the fuck up.
it's just
Also-
weird. I just don't get how who
They-
came up with that.
They
for the
also
sentence.
decided to search like his home. Like
Yeah,
not
what
only
the
like
fuck?
he got murdered
And then they were
and
like,
they
oh, let's go
searched
through
his
this.
home,
Not
not
hers.
her home.
No.
His
She was a
home.
cop.
But
Bro.
also,
And then they're like, "Oh, that we found marijuana." Like, buddy,
Who cares?
That's
He's dead.
not
Get the
relevant
I'm
fuck
anymore.
outta here.
I'm
Does
chilling in
not
my
matter
house.
anymore.
Of course, there's
That
marijuana in
doesn't
my house.
matter.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
just 'cause
that-
it's
like,
Texas, you know.
No, but
Come
not
on.
even that, dog. You're gonna and like okay, I'm gonna. This is for lack of a better term, and because this dude literally died. So like this is my but like
Rest
to
in
add
peace.
insult to injury. No, seriously. But to add insult to injury, you're gonna this guy literally lost his life, and you're gonna then say we found marijuana in his room.
Yeah,
Are
well,
you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Also, I just don't get how cops aren't you trained to like just
Beat.
hit someone in the arm or the leg?
Nah,
or
it's
something?
like
Why
shoot
is
to
it
kill.
Disable 'em.
Shoot to
Yeah,
kill
like
or
anything.
something. Like, what's going on?
There's literally like you know what you're doing. Like you and that is there's no excuse you could even say that would justify the fact that you walked into an apartment that's not your own.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
and if you saw this dude in a mask rummaging through your shit,
Then maybe.
maybe. But this dude's like this.
Sitting
He
on the
can't-
couch.
he just
He,
was-
he
Well,
said he was
someone's
eating ice
kitchen or
cream.
Do you think someone's just coming in your house and they're like,
Just
"Oh, you
kicking
have
back.
Netflix? I'm sorry, I don't have Netflix at my house," and then it's just like, boom. Come
The-
on.
I hate to keep bringing up rap and hip hop or whatever, but
That's
it's
all right,
just
bro.
it's in my mind. You know what I mean? If you guys know that song, "The Race" by TK, you know TK,
Yeah,
That's a
right?
great song.
So TK was a child as an adult at 17 years old, and then charged for 55 years for a crime that they couldn't really pin on him. You know
just
what I
because
mean?
of that song.
So they knew that this lady shot and killed this man
Yeah.
in his own home,
Yeah.
and gave her 5 to 10 years,
That's
2 years
crazy.
parole. But then TK, a 17-year-old rapper, is getting 55 years to life. It just shows the social injustices. I don't want to get real deep on that.
No,
but
it's
it's
okay.
it's
but
even
like,
worse.
but
it
like,
shows the
bro,
levels of it. You know what I
but
mean?
like, it is.
There's
it
there's
is-
major flaws.
it-
clearly.
if you look at all this and don't think that that's a thing, I mean, whoa.
And it's such a shame because it always happens. It seems
Like,
like
seriously, like,
the best people.
wait.
Wake
Fuck
up,
up.
wake
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
It seems to always happen to the best people because I saw on the news like the guy was just a stand up dude,
graduate,
a stand up
A
dude, like
graduate.
helped his community,
Yeah.
blah, blah,
a
blah.
counselor in a sense.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
someone who like people talk to
Yeah.
to get help. Like,
and it's just like
you know what I mean?
just
Like,
happened had to be him. You know,
Yeah.
just had to. You know, it's just.
that-
shame,
I
bro.
mean, I guess
It's
it's
a
like
shame.
God kind of like trying to wake us up in
I
the sense
guess.
of like
I guess.
you
You
know, the
hope
good
that
ones-
shit-
Dude,
yeah,
shit
you
is
hope
hope
shit-
something
in
good
the
comes
sense,
out of
yeah.
it, but like it's just
Shit
like
is-
couldn't
shit
have
is
happened to a
happening,
better
bro.
person. It's awful.
Yeah. No, shit is happening. The
And then
I'm not about
did
to
you
go
hear
into conspiracy
about?
shit, but the world is waking up.
Did you hear
Hong
about, like,
Kong,
the
all that shit, dude?
Better.
There was also another cop on scene,
shit.
that said, "Oh, she shouldn't get any jail time."
Of course.
To his mother.
Yeah, it's fucked
And
up.
his
dog.
brother freaking giving her a hug.
No,
oh
no,
my
that
God.
was some fake ass shit, and not in a bad
You think
way.
so?
Not in a bad way. Like on his end, like not. I'm
He's
on
like,
his
like,
side for this.
yeah.
He gave her a hug, and I know for a fact that he is obviously the strongest person ever to even remotely give her a hug.
Yeah.
But
Most people
he
probably
doesn't. That's
snap
not
her
a
neck in
forgiveness hug.
sense,
That's not a I forgive you. It's okay hug. That's a go
Thank you
fucking
for
rot in
saving
hell.
my
hug.
life.
Fucking no. Go fucking rot in hell. Like here you go.
Yeah, take that. She probably,
Be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. She's fucking crying like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But and he's just like, and he just fucking like that's, dude. I couldn't even like. I'm not even. Yeah, we're not.
You
gonna
don't
go
want to
down
say that.
road, but
I didn't want to.
I'm
I didn't
just
want to
saying-
get mad deep. I just wanted to see another person's perspective because this stuff has been on my mind for the past couple of days. This whole situation. And
Yeah,
stuff
no,
like
I
that.
got you.
I just wanted to see you guys' perspective on the thing. So
No, it's
we can chop it up from here. I didn't
Yeah.
want to get crazy, but you know,
It's a podcast of all things. You know,
all things.
of all
Madoian
things.
and friends here.
Get educated.
Stay educated.
Educated.
Stay woke.
stay. But nah, fucking that's fucking dope,
I just met a Chinese man and he's straight from China.
Yeah,
bro. We
So
have
they're
a
doing
we
some
have
crazy
dude.
stuff.
We just hired a dude that was that like was born in. I don't know where he's exactly from, but he was born in
China
Asia,
somewhere.
whether it was around that area. But he dude, he's the nicest dude ever. But like he comes
Exactly.
in and he has to because like part of just your HR like on onboarding is you gotta have your like identification.
Yeah.
So whether you have your passport, whatever. So he had all these, documents, and he had a lot of pictures of him when he was like in high
Younger.
school and like in the military. And this dude, he was a stud, and he's like 70 years old now, and just the nicest guy ever. He teaches karate and tai chi, and he's just like, oh, here's my high school pic, and we're like, oh, Henry, you're a fucking beast, bro. Like, just like the nicest dude. So like, yeah,
Chinese people are super nice. there's some guy that works for us now. He's Chinese, straight from China. Like, he just came from China a couple years ago, and I mean, he's one of the nicest guys I ever met. But Big Doi said something about the Hong Kong situation. So I always ask him, like, what's going on culturally over there, because I want to know. I want to be in depth with everything. You know what I mean? Knowledge is power.
What is the Hong Kong situation?
So
it's crazy.
I guess Hong Kong has its own separate. It's like its own separate entity inside China. Like, so he was telling me that basically, if you're from Hong Kong, you can go to mainland China, commit a murder. Say I'm from China, I mean Hong Kong, and I just went and killed you in Shanghai or something.
Yep.
I can go back to Hong Kong, and then I can't be prosecuted or anything by the police outside of
The people in
outside of
mainland
Hong Kong.
China are treated
Different,
like
because
total different citizens.
yeah.
as
So
people in
he's saying
States.
that the man that I know from China, he says he knows people that just like, well, not knows people, but he knows situations where you're in Hong Kong, you commit a crime outside of Hong Kong, you just go back to Hong Kong and you're safe.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of weird. I thought that was
That
real
is crazy.
But they're
Because imagine
Nah,
if
but
that was
they're,
United
riding
States.
No,
for-
they've been
for
riding.
democracy.
They've been riding for 20 days straight
And
or more now. I don't know when they started, but it's been a long ass time.
and it's getting very violent.
This isn't my point of view, but this is the Chinese man. I keep saying Chinese man because I don't want to bring up his name and all that. But he thinks that it's like another country, like the United States or England or something like that.
fueling it?
Yeah, like coming through and kind of like a secret CIA thing, like funding these people to wild out, because he thinks that the people outside of Hong Kong want Hong Kong to change its ways. They don't want Hong Kong to be a separate fucking state from China, you know?
But
So-
it's not going to
so
be
he-
that in the government, the way
And-
it's set
But the
up right
common
now.
knowledge of the Chinese people is that they think that somebody else is doing it. You know what I mean? It's not just a
Damn.
upright.
That's wild.
That's
Like, yeah,
interesting.
so-
Bro, and because the crazy thing
I
is
thought that
like
was cool.
they've been with so the scary thing that people are always worried about is the big brother shit, like where
Yeah.
you got cameras that have facial recognition and you're always being tracked, like no matter where the fuck you are. That's what they do in Hong Kong. Like if you see their fucking like the CCTV that they have that's all over, every single person's face has a box
on there?
It has but it has a box around them. It's facial recognition. So it's like if we were walking through Providence right now and you were walking by the Dunkin' Donuts Center, if you were watching that security footage, like all four of us would have a square box around our face because it's recognition.
Crazy.
And so it's fucked up because it's like Skynet, like they're watching you what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so with part of the riots is that they're going and cutting that shit
Like
down.
the eagle eye.
Yeah.
They're literally sawing those things down.
Like what? The facial recognition?
They're like the
or-
cameras, like
security
it's like
Oh,
a
so
light.
they're climbing up there and just cutting it down and,
and they're
shit?
taking it and they're
Wildin'.
fucking sawing it down, like so.
Wildin'.
They're like, yo, like we're
That's
done
crazy.
with this shit.
I seen some crazy videos the other day. Like, I mean, the police were popping people, giant riots.
No, it's getting
No,
the
it's
cops
bad.
are getting hit with sticks and all this shit. So I mean, it's getting crazy out there. I think everybody should be a little more aware of what's going on outside of their own country, outside of their own state. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because knowledge is power and all that. So shout out to that.
Yeah, bro. But Doug, so
what you guys do?
what's up with us, dude? I'm about to. I gotta go to work at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Shit, me too, brother.
Nice, same.
Yeah,
7:30
At the bakery.
at the bakery. Yeah,
Mixing.
Dude, I gotta probably sign up. I don't even know how many people are gonna sign up tomorrow.
A shitload. Hopefully.
Hopefully a shitload.
Hopefully a shitload.
Yeah, dude. I am. Tomorrow's gonna be one of the crazier days there is. So I'm in my notes right here, and I got a video that I put in here. Oh my god! Oh my god! All right, Mike. If there's any way that we could
Yeah, I can put it in.
Dog. All right. So this is a video of an Irish family that with a bat that has entered their house and it's flying around the kitchen, and it's probably one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
Never seen it.
Dude, so you can? Do you think you could put the?
Yeah, just play the audio so
All right.
while you're showing it to them
So
into the thing.
Catch him! Catch him, Derry! Derry, catch him!
Okay.
There's a bat! Get it back! Get it back! Get it back out of the house! Mom, will you get out? Derry, will you catch him?
Daddy.
Oh, fuck. Oh!
Sounds like you saying daddy.
Oh! Oh! Jesus, new. Catch him, Derry. Catch him.
Why they got the oldest person in the house?
Catch him, Derry. Bigger towel, that's it. Get him now, quick. Get him. Oh, fuck it.
Oh, fuck.
God, Derry. Oh. Will you... Marie, will you stop looking in the door? Oh. Jesus.
You're saying daddy.
Catch him, Derry. Catch him. You're doing great. You're doing great. Just... That's his.
I love
Oh,
those
he nearly
laughs,
got
those
that
dry
time.
laughs.
Nearly. No, he's still flying around the place. Quick. Oh. Oh. You're doing a great job, Derry. Oh, that's it. Stand up, Derry. Oh. Did you get him? No, he's there. He's making a mockery out of you, boy.
Excuse me?
You get that off. Take off them shot. The dog's pissing. Dad, the dog's after peeing. Oh.
The dog was stressed out.
Maureen, you're no help behind the door.
The dog is peeing.
Everyone's outside but the dog.
You're tiring him out. He's like McGregor. He's got no legs left. Go on. Catch him now. There he is. Get him. Oh. Oh, fuck it. He's on me.
At least he caught it.
Sure, the dog got a fright and he pissed himself, Mom. Sure, how would you blame him?
Oh my god.
Daddy.
Alright,
That's too funny.
dude. It's part of the accent, but like, oh my god, just the fact of like, dude, trying to catch it with a blanket is just ridiculous.
I really want to know if he was saying daddy or dairy.
Daddy.
I think it was daddy.
I think it was, but when
The
you
caption
see-
kept saying daddy, daddy.
oh my fuck.
They don't know what you're saying at all. You know what I mean?
What?
Oh,
Siri, you saying?
Seriously, not understand Manuel at all.
Bro,
Manuel, not Manny though.
man, no, not Manuel.
Manuel.
Do you speak Spanish to Siri?
No, I have a British Siri actually.
I have an Australian Siri.
Really?
He's a male.
I feel like I like the different accents.
Yeah, no, my it throws me off because when I put my my maps on and I get the directions going, it's an Australian male, and when other people do the Siri, it's like just like the robotic woman, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is weird. I'm not used to it.
Yeah. Take a left. Well, I don't even know how to say it. I
Like,
have a
all
really
right,
bad.
you're
I
gonna
have
take a
really
left.
bad.
Take a
a
left
really
at the
bad
roundabout. Turn right.
On John J. Boddington Way.
Yeah. Turn right onto Post Road.
And like I put like Joshian or something, like the thing's like, oh, Joshian, call Joshian. Like, no, that's not
On
it.
your left, turn right. It's mad funny. I love it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Mustaches? Is that what you
No,
fucking
no,
said?
my boy got a mustache. He thinks it's mad chill. I was just wondering.
I like it. I think
Nah.
it's fresh.
You kind of look like you
It's-
like children.
It's like a mustache and then like
mustache
not
is
the
mustache.
goatee,
The
but
straight
like
mustache hasn't been
bottom
in for
lip.
a minute.
Never.
You got to be over a certain age.
I don't think the straight mustache was ever in.
I think my
gotta be
grandpa
like
like
50
rocks it pretty
plus.
well.
No, you got to be like.
I
50
feel like
plus,
it's a cop
maybe.
thing. It's definitely a
No,
cop thing.
but my grandpa doesn't look like a cop though.
Maybe not, but I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like was he a cop in his
No.
day? No.
Pretty thick.
Like only mustache.
Fairly
Like
thick.
Piva
Like-
thick?
Yes.
Okay. Piva's a cop.
Like if you like if both.
Maybe not that thick. Maybe not that thick.
Piva's got a nice mustache.
Yeah.
Always had a
His
mustache.
is fat.
That thing must not feel good on your lip though, like a furry, thick mustache.
I mean,
I don't know. I've had a mustache since I was in like 7th grade.
that's unbelievable.
And I was
Since you were like 5.
maybe, but like you could tell like when I was in like 7th grade.
Dog, my shit
Maybe
grows,
6th.
My shit grows. my shit grows in, and it is bad, dude. It is fucking it's good, dude. My shit. Not that I got a neck beard or nothing, but like my shit doesn't connect right here, and like I don't got I don't get a beard for nothing, dude.
The Madoian's no facial hair.
My dad, dude.
None.
My
looks
dad's
like
got a
Mikey's
fat
never
beard,
shaved
but, like
before.
I don't get the Armenian part.
Your dad has a fat beard. I feel like he's always been clean shaved.
No, he can grow a fat beard.
Yeah.
In
just
like
does
2
solid.
days.
Very
Bro,
well.
I
It's a
do,
ve-
see,
it's
Keeping up with the
It's a
Madoian.
very good one.
I do see Mr. Madoian sometimes with a little scruff.
Yeah.
He looks tougher. I'll
Yeah.
give him that.
yeah. Now people mistake my dad for being Italian all the time.
A lot of people tell me like,
Not 1%.
don't shave the beard.
What?
Don't
You
shave
look great
them.
with
You
a beard.
said that
Thank
no
you,
one
thank
has
you.
ever thought that?
No. But like we are not 1%.
Oh, I thought you were saying no one has ever thought
No,
that.
no,
I was
no,
like,
no.
many people think that.
No.
Because my grandfather's got the Armenian olive skin. My dad's just got the dark black hair,
Yeah,
but he's
that thick
not
hair.
he's not olive skin, so he does in a way look possibly Italian, but
You guys have a lot of your mom's features. I'll be honest.
Me and Mike do.
Yeah,
Me,
for sure.
bro. The craziest
I look
thing,
so not Armenian. Like my
Yeah.
nose is probably the biggest thing.
if
that
I could,
I'm
if we
Armenian.
could
Your
superimpose, I'm not.
Yeah.
I
What
would,
happened to his
He's
nose?
fully Armenian.
who Matt?
What happened to Matt's nose?
Bro, Matt had
just-
very slightly
Yeah.
crooked
Slight.
nose,
And out of nowhere.
and then he got it broken,
In the same way.
and then he
Oh,
broke
that's
it
it.
again in the
Okay.
same direction.
and he has a deviated septum, so it's
Okay.
like it's just
So,
So poor Matt is kind of fucked
Yeah.
for the nose, but I mean
Shout
it's
out to
not.
Matt.
he
It's not
looks
that.
very Armenian, and we
No,
don't.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
No. But if you the craziest shit, dude, and I don't want to like put my mom on the spot because we're not gonna put the picture up. But there's a picture of my mom that's in like the 4th grade, and it's
It's
straight
Alex.
up is me.
It's weird.
with long hair.
It's
It's
so
weird,
it's
dude.
so creepy.
Like
It's
it's
weird because I see it though. You know what I mean? Like if I see you guys with
no,
your
no,
mom,
for
you
real.
guys
But
are
like,
spitting
no, but
images.
she, I mean, obviously she looks different than when she was in the 4th grade. Like, no doubt. But that's like not even a question.
No
but
comment.
but like she looks like me with long hair. It's weird, dude. It's weird. And like, so yeah, me and Mike have most of my mom's features, but we are predominantly Armenian
Yeah.
and Portuguese,
and Portuguese.
which
Same
we look.
amount.
I look.
Portuguese.
No.
Portuguese, the least
None of-
amount. Bro, the funniest shit is
like
the,
just
none of those
white.
things.
bro. The funniest shit is when we go
Yeah.
Caucasian as can be.
Yeah.
when we go to the Armenian like,
Portuguese, Armenian, and a whole bunch of white shit.
when we go to the Armenian basketball tournaments, like
We get the like dirtiest
weirdest
looks,
like we're cheating.
It's bad.
And
Big white kids.
Yeah,
bro,
exactly.
so when
People get so
in
pissed.
high school, I got asked to do like the it was like the Armenian Olympics around like in the area. I don't even know. I don't even.
Like
I honestly
the
so-
children's Olympics.
I don't even
guess.
remember what it was, but they asked me to do the track part of it, and so I'm doing like this whole fucking thing. And I literally, at the time, even when I was in high school, was the tallest person there, and I was blonde hair and blue eyes, and I stood out so bad. It was so weird, dude.
Everyone has dark.
Dude,
Dark hair.
dark hair, and a lot of hair
A lot of hair,
everywhere.
big old unibrows.
Oh yeah.
All right, but real
Gold
quick
chains.
though, because Matt plays. All right,
In Armenia.
obviously they pay people to play on the team.
Yeah.
Are any of those black kids Armenian in
No.
any such way? No, right?
No, the pro
just
team,
wondering. I'm
the
just-
pro
There
team,
is-
no.
There
and-
is one black Armenian basketball player which is very good.
and he is
Really?
nasty.
Dre Spite. He
Dre
plays
Spite,
in Europe.
He might no, but he had a tryout for the Nuggets.
He did. He was
Dre
on-
Spite
yeah.
is actually partially Armenian
Yeah.
and an African American, and he actually
Nice.
is
very
filthy
filthy
at
at
basketball.
Nice.
He's filthy.
But no, so the kids that play on the professional team don't have to be because that's just a pro team.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of like
the
soccer
funniest
in a
shit,
sense.
dude,
like-
is
Yeah.
so when
Genuine.
Matt played in the FIBA tournament, the reason Steve got to play was that because they're allowed one non-national kid, or because he was kind of Armenian.
No, he is not Armenian whatsoever, and they're
No.
allowed one.
They want
one or two non. I think it's one non.
Armenian.
Like national person. So
and
it's-
and
pick
this
up any
random
nigga
person-
from
this
Rucker
kid
Park.
is- this kid-
yeah, he's 6'10". He plays for Louisville,
Stop
6'10",
it.
played for UConn, then transferred to Louisville.
and he's
Stop
ginormous.
it.
Dude, he is a monster.
Yeah,
And it was like all these kids.
He went to
and
the- he
Matt and I'm
Mike.
gonna forget his name.
Mike, right?
No, not Mike Agopian.
That's his boy out there. Though.
Yeah, no. Mike Agopian's a beast, but he
Yeah.
didn't play in the FIBA tournament with them. I'm talking
not
about.
the first year.
No, I'm talking. Who's the kid that played for Louisville? That's what I'm trying to. I forget his name.
Him.
Him who?
Steve Enoch.
Yeah.
That was. I forgot his name. For
Oh,
a second.
oh.
Nigga bounce back quick though. Steve Enoch, you
Yeah. No,
Anywho.
he is a beast.
He went to, you know how you can go to the NBA and like try out and then come back to the college now. He
Yeah.
did that this
He
past
did
year.
that.
Yeah, so
Them Armenian teams and stuff like that though.
they just switched it so you can like get like looks and they tell you what you need to work on, then you can go back.
What do you guys think about LaMelo Ball?
I
He's
think
a
he's
beast.
nasty.
I think he's.
I'm really.
I've always thought he
I'm
was
really
the better
happy,
one.
I am low key happy for him.
Betting he's plus 425 to be the number one overall pick.
I don't think he's gonna be number one.
He's gonna be top 5 easily.
He's definitely gonna be top
He's a
5.
6'7"
Yeah,
point
no.
guard that might not be done growing.
Yeah.
and he can pass
And he's
Yeah.
legit.
shoot.
Yeah,
He's legit.
I think.
How does all that Euro competition work? You know what I mean? Because you know how Matt's playing in
Yeah.
Armenia,
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball's playing in Turkey or wherever
No,
he's
he's
playing.
in Australia.
Australia. How do you?
So-
how do they play each other? Is it just like an
No,
Australian league?
So
or?
it's like
Yes.
so
Yeah.
the levels of like basketball around the world. It
Mhm.
would be obviously the NBA, and then it's basically the Euro League
Mhm.
which is where Luka Doncic came from.
Yeah.
So like
So he
Real
played for
Madrid.
Where they got like
Barcelona.
17-year-olds
Barcelona,
playing
like-
against grown men
You
and
can
shit
go-
like
you
that.
can go pro at 14.
He was.
Did Kobe play when he
was
was mad young? Because I feel like Kobe played in that league when he was mad young. Before he came to the NBA, he was
No,
playing
he came out of high
in
school.
a Euro game.
No, he
No,
came
no,
out of high
I'm
school.
saying like he used to play with overseas players, like people
Well,
who were
his
like
dad.
20.
All right. Well,
dad's
his
from
dad's from
France.
Italy. So
Italy,
yes,
okay.
but not in a league. He came from high school to the NBA. Yeah. Well, to get better. So, but no. So it's obviously the NBA,
Yeah.
and then the Euro League, which is consists of like Real Madrid, Barca, like all those like the
Spain.
ones that are a
It's
lot that
in
have like
Spain.
soccer teams some
Have
basketball
sports,
teams.
yeah.
And so that's where Luka Doncic comes from, and that's the second best league in the world.
Yeah.
EuroLeague.
The third best league in the entire world is the NBL, which is based out of Australia
Australia
Alright.
and New Zealand.
and New Zealand, and that's where Ben Simmons is. Well, Ben Simmons is from Australia. He never came from that league.
That's where R.J. Hampton went and
Alright.
LaMelo.
And
LaMelo's
LaMelo Ball.
playing
So
right now.
LaMelo Ball is technically playing in the third best possible basketball league in the entire
and
world.
he's killing it.
And
No,
he's
yeah,
killing
I seen
it.
him playing against grown men and shit.
He's
Though.
playing
That's
against
going
former
off,
NBA
though.
Aaron
Yeah.
Brooks.
No,
You
there's
know who
like
that is?
Yeah,
He's
yeah, I've
playing
heard of
in
him.
there,
there's like
yeah.
real that is a legit league.
No,
But
yeah,
now
it's
it's
grown men
grown-ass
on there.
men. Like,
Grown
those are
men.
grown-ass men.
See, I think that's what the difference between the college and the NBA players, though, because like I don't want to say Zion because we haven't seen him play yet, but like
Alex
just you
is a
see
big-
you see a guy playing in the college
Say it.
and he's dunking everywhere, you know what I mean? And then
No,
you get to
but
the
Alex-
NBA and then what?
Alex
You know?
just told me today that so the NBA is like
What
cracking
were
down
you,
on.
what were you gonna say before? Because you know what I'm gonna.
He's a big like. He's not that big on Zion.
no, dude.
You're not big on
No,
Zion?
absolutely not.
I-
So
I-
listen.
Listen,
No, he's not 6'7". He officially got listed. So do you
That's
know the new
6'6"?
rule for the NBA?
You have to list him at your exact height. No
6'6".
more bullshit.
no more shoes.
No more shoes. No, not even shoes.
That's what
Not
it
even
is.
shoes.
No, I heard that's literally what it is.
No,
Like,
but
no
it-
more
you're-
shoes. Like
It
when
is
you-
correct, but it's not. It wasn't a shoes thing. It was. It was before you could just list them at the height you decided to list them at. Dude,
So
it was
Kevin
just
Durant
like North
was at
Kingstown High School.
6'9".
Dog,
Yeah.
North
Tatum's
Kingstown High
at
School, we all
6'7",
listed each other
6'8".
whatever the fuck we wanted to, dude. But Kevin Durant lists himself on the roster as 6'9". That motherfucker is 7'1".
KD?
Yes,
Yeah.
I knew.
dude.
I knew.
Bro, he's
There's a
literally
USA
7'1". dude.
Different.
There's a USA basketball picture of him
Different.
next to DeMarcus Cousins and DeAndre Jordan, and he's skies
He's taller
above
than
them.
both of them, dude.
By
And they're-
multiple
And it
inches.
shows what they're
God.
listed at. And DeMarcus Cousins is listed at 6'11", and he's tall, or 6'10", excuse me.
And-
he's taller than him by an obvious margin.
I was gonna say, bro, his jump shots, like
Well, doesn't he? Well, that is a
no,
whole
but
other
I'm
story.
saying, like,
but yeah,
but no, like I mean, I feel like it does matter
But
though. Like
anyway,
your height
but-
is
but
gonna.
what I meant
like
to-
someone who's shooting at like 6'4" is not
he's
reaching
shooting
that
at, he's shooting
that
at
shot.
8'4".
Like
He's literally
No,
shooting
that's
at 8'4". But Zion got listed at 6'6" as officially. So
Michael
He's
Jordan was
6'9" in college,
6'6".
I think they had him at.
6'9".
they had him at 6'9", dog. And so they had
It's
him
just to
as
scare
this
people.
physical freak. Dude, he's not even as tall as Klay Thompson. Like, dude, listen.
I don't think
I'm
he's
not,
bullying
I'm
anybody.
not denying that he will be a good team.
He's
good
got
player in the
balance.
NBA. This is what I'm going to say.
He has strength.
Zion Williamson
He's
will
strong.
He's quick.
just
Like,
listen. Zion Williamson will never be the best player on a championship team.
Do you think? I don't even think they'll win a championship in New Orleans. Maybe it's 5 or 6 years, but I
Okay,
mean-
but that's what I'm. But that's
Do
what
you
I'm saying.
think RJ
Do
Barrett's better?
Yes, I will. No,
you think-
no,
hold on, hold on.
I
Do
think
you
RJ
think-
Barrett will have a better career.
Do you think Cam Reddish is better?
Yes.
I also believe that the whole time. I honestly thought he was better than RJ.
Listen,
Only because.
Cam
Only
Reddish,
because he's
Cam
like-
Reddish, who? Cam Reddish?
Yeah, because he's like
I
an
do
actual
agree,
shooter.
But RJ Barrett really can be a superstar.
he knows how to play basketball. I think that's the biggest thing. RJ Barrett is pro
He
ready.
sees
because
the
he knows
yeah,
how to play
yeah, he
basketball. Like,
sees-
his dad has really groomed him. It seems.
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But he just like also seems like, whatever. But I was gonna say it seems like he wants to know basketball, whereas Cam Reddish is an unbelievable shooter.
Yeah, he's a
Talent,
scorer.
A ridiculous, and I'm not going to say generational because we're not going to go that far yet, but an unbelievable scorer. Whereas RJ Barrett is just like I
basketball
know
player.
basketball
Yeah.
and
I
how to
think-
play basketball.
He's also.
if we're talking about the NBA, I think the Hawks have a better chance than the Pelicans, though. You know,
I don't
yeah.
disagree.
Trae
I don't
Young is
disagree.
John
but
Collins.
Different.
that's what I'm trying to say. Is,
But that's
is
coming
Zion
off of the
Williamson,
second
the
year,
fact that
though.
they're saying
That's
he
a
is the next
second
LeBron
year.
James is not even remotely fucking close. He is not even in the same stratosphere as LeBron
See, but-
James, and that is a whole nother
But
conversation.
but what like brings a lot of conversation to like Zion is the fact that he can actually see the floor. Like no
I
matter
don't disagree.
what,
I don't
no matter
disagree.
what, like
I don't think
what player
I'm not
he
saying
is,
yeah,
he
go
can
ahead.
see the floor very well as to like where he can get open and where he could see other people get open. Maybe his shot's not there as consistent as other people, but his shot is there. Like he's not gonna miss a shot if it's open. Like you know what I mean? Like in a sense, but
listen, just because I say that Zion Williamson will not be the best player on a championship team, there are a lot of players that are not the best player on a championship team. Dude, he is
shout
going
out
to
to
be
JJ Redick.
That boy is not.
not even dude. Clay Thompson,
fuck it up.
dude. Clay Thompson wasn't the best
Don't
player on a
fuck it up.
championship team. Like there are many players that are not the best player on a championship team that are
Draymond.
unbelievable, historically good basketball players. I am not saying Zion Williamson won't be a very, very good NBA player, but he will not be what everyone is making him out to be. That's all I'm trying to say.
I think
And
the
shout
thing,
out to James Marieski also for that.
James Marieski, I don't know you, but
He's my
Zion
roommate
Williamson's
from Bryant and afterwards.
$85 million guaranteed before he even stepped on the NBA court yet. The Jordan deal and the rookie contract.
Also, the Jordan deal.
Stupid.
The
No.
stupidest deal ever, dude. Sign
Not
with
really.
Nike, dog.
Yeah,
Yes,
shoes are so
the
ugly.
shoes.
Why?
The Jordan shoes
He
are
just
so
blew through
ugly, dude.
he just blew through a Nike shoe. He literally ripped through a Nike shoe.
He blew through a
And you know why
Paul George
Nike?
shoe.
You know why Kyrie's having problems with his fucking ankles and shit like that?
Not
Is
Nike.
because yes, it is. If you, but bro, I bought his Kyrie, right?
No, dude. I have Kyrie's.
I understand. I love the shoe, but I strongly feel that there's a lot of possibility to fuck up your ankle in
No.
those shoes. I
No,
swear on everything, bro.
Okay, listen. I don't disagree entirely with that because they are relatively low.
Why
so
do you
it's
think Tatum
possible.
went to Jordan?
But what I'm trying to say is Zion Williamson is so
Yeah,
powerful.
those aren't made for
They're not
that.
made
They're made
for him.
Paul George not to cut even remotely as hard
as
and
hard,
as fast.
dude, and at 285.
Paul George?
285.
But Paul George is what? 230.
No, but he's
230 cutting
He's not
very
cutting like that, dude.
maybe not cutting like that,
All right,
but
but listen, that's all
Zion,
I'm saying.
Zion's nice.
Dude, well, all I'm saying is
You're sleeping on
the
Zion.
Jordan, other than Jordan's, like other than Jordan shoes from the 1s to maybe the 17s.
yep.
I will
Yeah,
stretch
yeah.
it to the 17s.
Yeah.
the 30s
Iffy.
are so dumb,
Dude,
like they're pointless.
Stop! No.
The new ones they're coming out with lately.
Not even listen. D Wade's shoes from Li Ning are fire as fuck. But what I'm saying is the Jordan, they're fire. They're really dope. Li Ning by Dwayne Wade, the Way of Wades are really
those are
dope shoes.
those are dope.
But what I'm trying to say is
real quick though, are those the ones with the circle on the side? What are
no,
those?
those are the
D-Wades?
Converse Dwayne Wade.
Those are the worst shoes
Yeah,
I've
they're
ever
awful.
seen in my life.
But what I'm trying to say is, other than Jordan Brand
that off his
1 to 17, his shoes from 17 to 30 are the dumbest shits of all time. And then Blake Griffin, Chris Paul,
Westbrook,
I would
Westbrook,
just never buy him.
gross.
They're
All of them are gross.
stupid.
I would never buy him.
I think that Jordan Brand is honestly just looking for the next ambassador. You know what I mean?
And,
'Cause
the only
need
reason
somebody
the only
could,
reason
you
that
know,
Jordan signed Zion Williamson to Jordan Brand
bag.
is because he and
the
people
bag,
know
bro.
people know that I'm a LeBron James fan because since I was 8 years old, LeBron James was my favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
But the only reason Jordan signed Zion Williamson is because people think that he's going to be
the next LeBron.
the next LeBron and better than LeBron. So Jordan's like, I'm going to co-sign
You know,
Zion.
I think
Because
that's what it
Jordan's
is,
the
though.
only thing that is, or LeBron is the only thing that is close enough to compare with
Competitive
Jordan
with
for
it.
the GOAT. And
That's
that is
it.
it, dude.
Jordan just looking for that next guy because if you look at Nike,
They're
the
killing.
superstars they have,
They're killing
Kyrie,
the signature
Paul
shoe.
George, KD,
Giannis.
LeBron, Giannis.
Giannis
it doesn't
just,
even compare.
Giannis just had Giannis just had the single.
He just did.
No, he did.
He dropped
Giannis-
the first one. Giannis
Yeah.
and it sold the
Fire.
most by a first
really
shoe
fire.
ever over LeBron James.
They're killing the
and it
signature
might
shoe.
be a
What
little
about
bit
Adidas?
Fair.
It might be a different time because of social media and all that kind of shit, but Giannis' shoe is legit, and it's a legit basketball shoe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like because I feel like the shoes that Jordan drops, they're just hideous. At
ugly
first,
as fuck, and they're
at
not-
first
they're
look,
not,
you're just like, this is
practical.
not a Jordan shoe. Like, I'm not buying this because it's Jordan. Like,
Yo, I got
you
the
know what
Jordan
I mean?
27s. Like,
Yeah,
no one's
like-
fucking saying that.
Yeah,
if you don't,
what
if
do
you-
those look like? You
Dude,
know what I mean?
like I said, at the stretch, if you're like, I got the Jordan 17s, it's like, Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can work with
Maybe
those.
you'll get a pass.
Dude,
Maybe.
you're getting
The
to like
16s are
13.
fire.
You're getting like 13,
Fire.
and it's like that is you're stretching it
I
really,
like
dude.
14s.
14s.
I would have to see the 14s to remember what they look like. So, but I don't disagree.
14s, they got the bumps on the side
The
with the very very strong flap. It's kind of it has the joints.
Ferrari
Which one
14s.
has the fuzz
Yeah,
on the
Ferrari.
side of the Ferrari? Okay.
All
thank
red.
You. Thank you.
Suede
I got it.
14s.
With the
Any
the
colorway.
yellow
Yes,
diamond.
yes.
Yes. I
Any
got it.
colorway, fire.
Yeah. No, I
I
got it.
honestly think the side logo like the 13s have, or
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
the 14s we were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
They're fire.
Yeah,
Any shoe with that.
Exactly. I got it.
Yeah, anything with that little side logo.
That I'll stretch it to that, and then that, and then
These are
and
fire,
then
though. I had a pair of those too.
yeah, but at that point you're not, then at that point after that, what the fuck
I
are
had
you doing?
I had
dog?
the cherry ones in like a size like 5.
I've
At
always
that point,
I've always
what the
wanted
fuck are you
the
doing?
I don't know what they're called, but I think they're the taxis. Definitely not the
Yes,
taxis.
taxis.
But they
no taxi
no.
fours.
Taxi 12s?
taxi anything. Honestly, I love the yellow and
But-
black.
Colorway.
Yeah.
It's
For the
close-
Jordan,
Hit
I
close
feel like
to
the
ours.
Jordan hits like the red and black, the yellow and black, the blue and black. I feel like their colorways are always fresh, but like I feel like once, just like you said, once they pass that 17, it's just like there's no colorway that I can wear with anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
They're just not good looking shoes. I don't
Once
know.
I saw D Wade, like I was
Like
just
you-
like, what are
they
you
all just
doing,
had,
D
like
Wade?
great, just like value, like the
Dude,
fives.
you know what?
The
You know what,
fours,
though?
But-
The only other one. All right.
Ray Allen.
Okay. Well,
Ray
Ray
Allen
Allen
submitted,
11Ps are probably one of the best shoes of all time.
Those go for like 3K now.
But listen, the only other person than Jordan, like Jordan is obviously the number one shoe, like sneakerhead shoe of all time. Only one close enough is LeBron's, dude. LeBron has some all-time shoes.
I hate LeBron. I
Nice.
hate
South
yo,
Beach nice.
listen.
South Beach nice.
Listen. I hate LeBron.
South Beach.
I
East.
hate LeBron.
Nice.
And a lot of people probably question me for the hating LeBron.
No,
because he's such a great guy in so many ways.
No, but you
Suck a dick.
can still eat a fat one.
No, listen, Manny, it's understandable that you don't like LeBron because of the Boston,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Miami
I'm
rivalry.
Boston
the reason
at
that
heart.
I like LeBron so much is because literally when I was 8 years old, when he got drafted, I was a fan of him. So
Yeah,
it
no, no.
didn't matter.
I understand that,
who
but
did. I was a fan of LeBron.
A lot of people say like it's the Boston thing, but like at this point, like I'd rather root for Kobe Bryant, that's a Laker,
no.
than root for LeBron because I really do believe that he's a better player.
See,
No.
that's
Hey,
That's
yeah,
just not
maybe
right,
it is
though.
But
a
that's the-
personal thing.
that's the same way with me and the Patriots. I would rather root for the Cowboys than ever root for the Patriots in my life.
Which is-
understand.
which
I
is-
understand.
the
But
Eagles-
listen,
painful,
listen.
which is
Wait,
painful.
wait.
I rooted for the
Before
Eagles
we
in
get
Super
off
Bowl.
track,
Yeah.
before we get off track,
Well, you guys said-
before we get off track, LeBron's
These are
shoes,
the elites, but
LeBron's shoes
unbelievable.
are I've never put on a LeBron shoe and not liked it, honestly.
They are so
because
comfortable.
they're
It's
so
ridiculous.
for ball. They're so for basketball.
Bro,
Any shoe I've ever put
when-
on from LeBron
when
is
Matt
just
had
I'll give it to you.
the two colorways, the elites, the gold ones
The LeBron-
and the black ones, the white and
LeBron-
gold
Yeah,
and the
those are
black
crazy.
and gold.
For y'all that don't know, that's
Fire.
questioning credibility.
The LeBron 10s, you said
The
that, right?
LeBron 10 elites
the LeBron
too.
10,
Yo.
the LeBron 10 itself.
The Madoians are real sneakerheads too. Don't question credibility on this
I
show.
had-
You heard me?
I had at
Real
one,
sneakerheads, dog.
I had at one
Facts.
point about 6 or 7 pairs of LeBron
These are my
9s.
favorite shoes, dog.
You did have
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Dude, the blue diamonds too were so sick, dude. Oh my
The Ohio State
I had the
LeBron
Black
9s,
History
the
Month
Miami
10s.
Hurricanes LeBron 9s, the
No.
Mango LeBron 9s.
I had them. You know what? I'm gonna get them in a second.
Fire.
I'm not a cop.
I get it.
I'm
I
not-
get excited
I'm not a
thinking
cop.
about the shoes I once had. Like in middle school, I wore the scoring title KD4s
No
as
lie,
ball
bro.
shoes at DMS.
No lie, bro. I'm not gonna cap like
Fire.
real shit. The Madoians had some of the freshest shoes that I've ever seen growing up. You know what I mean? Like them shits. You remember when sneakerheads were selling shoes on eBay? That was these kids, bro. Look at them. Look at Doy still got some of them. You got the look at them.
We got the breads.
What are those? What are those?
The Sprite LeBron 9 lows.
Sprite LeBron 9 lows, probably one of my favorite shoes of all
You
time.
see how quick Mike is with that too, yo.
Dude, the low. First off, the
Knowledge.
low.
I just
the
got
low,
the knowledge. I'm like an
Knowledge,
encyclopedia.
nigga.
Dude,
Let's
first
get
off,
it.
the low. in itself, shorts or
Fire.
jeans, you can wear this, but a fire colorway. In
Also, my sneakerhead specialty
Not
is
my favorite colorway,
I'm a
but-
Nike basketball fiend. Like I am a LeBron.
Nike down to
LeBron
socks.
is my favorite shoe ever.
So, dude, the breads. So
Classic.
on top of the
Classic.
fact that the Concords. Have you done this in a while?
No,
This the camera thing? Yeah. Oh, okay. But either way, the breads, just like the Concords were for the suit, these were just about as close as that, dude. Fucking believable.
Yo,
That's a size 18 though. It was just like
14.
to bring
Size
up like
14.
the bread colorway in a sense, like
It's a
my
classic.
mom had me rocking the playoff 13s, like that
Classic.
the
Dude,
black
the
and
black
red.
and red is so.
And I'm just
fucking
like,
dope, dude.
damn, like
Flint 13s.
those shits are sexy, bro.
I remember Matt tells
Oh.
a story about Stefan skipping basketball practice at DMS to go get a pair of Flint 13s.
Dude, the Flint 13s are epic.
Flints.
That is, bro. But this one.
This is
They're
a
about to
great
come out.
colorway.
They're
Bro,
about to come
this
out.
year-
They're about to come out. The Flints.
Yeah.
They're about to redrop.
Dude,
Let me just tell you something.
Something
This
about
year-
this shoe, dude.
This year, the KDs, those, and the Kobe's, all in this Black History Month colorway, are some of the best Black
Dude,
History Month shoes
I don't
ever
know,
to
bro.
release.
This shoe is like,
Ever. This colorway, they
I
killed it.
so
I didn't
sick,
like
dude.
these
The-
LeBrons,
They killed
bro.
but I
Oh.
loved the KDs and,
and
the Kobe's.
The Kobe's.
I'm more of a low top kind of
This
guy
might be
when it
my-
comes to like.
So that Kobe was really the
Oh my
This
god!
might be my favorite shoe of all time.
If I could cop any,
No, I
if
already
I
said
could,
it. I said it earlier in the podcast, so
Yeah,
I
the
can't go.
If I could
If I
cop-
could get, go ahead.
if I could cop any shoe, it would probably be the Columbia's. Fresh, clean Columbia. When you first got those shits, remember I was on your shit. I was like, damn, dude, you got the Columbia.
Bro,
I was
so-
like, damn, dude.
I was like, damn, dude, you got
damn,
the
where'd you get those
Columbians,
shits
boy?
at?
Ooh.
Yo, why
The
did you cop me if
the
it?
Jordan 11 Cool Gray is my favorite shoe of all time. If I could have that, I wish I could. The high top Cool Gray. But if there was a
Facts.
close second, the Columbia all white with the Carolina blue, and if anyone from back in the day, probably no one would ever know it, but North Carolina is my favorite school for basketball of all time. I rocked North Carolina blue way more than I ever should have in my entire life, and the light just died. But this fucking shoe is so
We'll go no
fucking
video.
dope.
Yo,
I mean, we're getting close to
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
But
endpoint
also,
capacity.
just to cap
Yeah,
off
yeah.
the sneaker talk, maybe
Yeah.
I'll let Jordan finish. But
Mhm.
shout outs to go to Matt.
yeah,
obviously.
yo, that
No, no,
boy was
started
a
it all.
grinder,
Dude,
boy.
Who not only
100%.
That
who
boy
not
was a
only-
grinder.
Who not only started it all.
Thank you, Mike,
For,
thank
for,
you.
I'm gonna go with all of NK.
NK, facts.
I
yo.
really am.
Bro,
Dude,
He
he was
started in
he was
middle school-
pushing
in
shoes
middle school,
in 8th
Jordan
grade.
will attest.
Yeah.
He put the whole town of North Kingstown onto shoes.
Facts.
He put the whole town on.
Listen,
and the kid
listen.
still does it to this day. That
Another-
man has probably
dude,
almost
Matt
30
Matt
pairs.
hustles Nike. I
have never
dude,
seen somebody gain revenue like this. Like I'm in 7th grade, 8th grade. This boy Matt Madoian's on eBay, brother, like making deals and shit. I'm like, bro,
crazy.
you just sold them shoes for $400. I haven't even seen $400 in my whole life. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
and
Like
he's, and he,
7th
and he
grade
was doing
shit.
it, bro. He was wearing them like once or twice and
Yo,
selling them,
because-
like doing
yo,
it, bro.
I remember
And- oh my god,
when the Bordeaux's dropped, right?
Yep.
I was like, yo, I need to cop these shits, right? This guy had 3 pairs, sold all of them, and was like, yo, I just made some money. I was like,
bro, the
I
first
wanted
pair,
those.
The first pair
You
of
know,
shoes-
I
bro,
wanted
the first
those.
pair of shoes I got that I like that wasn't like some corny ass shit was Jordan Flights, and those were not any Jordan like on the line. There was some random ass fucking knockoff Jordan shit, and that from that point on, I literally was like, all right, Matt, like I'm gonna look at some shoes. You let me know if they're dope, and if they're not dope, I'm not getting them. And I will always give Matt the credit for that because. Dude, that kid knew whether it was Nike Air Max, anything. Dude.
Do you
This
guys
kid
remember
knew it.
when you had the Apple Mac downstairs in
still
your
have it.
basement? You still have it?
Is that
Bro,
dead for real?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
It's fine.
we used to be down there, bro. 8th grade, 7th grade, on the computer, like nothing else to do but just look up shoes. You know what I mean? This kid, the dedication that he put into that, I'll give the respect for that
Crazy.
because
It's crazy.
he was grinding. And that's why I always respect Matt. Like that's my boy forever. Cause shout out to Matt. You know what I mean? He looked out for me like a little brother. Like you know what I mean? Even though we were the same age, he always grinded. Always looked out for me. Always trying to make sure I'm on point. So shout out to the
Yeah,
Madoians
yeah.
for that.
I got you, bro. Hell yeah, bro. But we can kind of wrap it up.
I think we
from
wrap
there.
it up on that.
But
honestly.
no, but honestly, shout out to Matt. Matt, dude, obviously, like
Great talking
a
with you
couple of
guys.
drinks, But
That's-
like, shout out to Matt. So proud of him. You know, balling
I
over
go
there
for like 2
playing-
hours right now at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, we're close. But Matt,
we got the Pinot flowing.
Yeah, we
We're
got the-
talkative now,
yeah.
boy. Let's get it.
But no, Matt. Matt's doing his thing, playing pro ball right now.
Shouts out to Matt.
Shit is crazy.
Miss you, brother.
I miss you, buddy. But one of these days we'll get him on the podcast. Probably, like I said.
Get me on the same day. That's a podcast, yo.
Maybe
But-
You got stories.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Many
bro,
stories
absolutely.
with Jordan.
But all right, so yeah, we'll wrap it up. It was it was a great episode, boys. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Of course,
we're about
always.
to go
Yes.
just chill, kick it downstairs. But as always, everyone that checks in and watches the Madoian and Friends podcast, thank you very much
Appreciate
for
you.
always checking in. We always appreciate it. As I
Subscribe.
thank you, Manny. As I said in the beginning, the classic YouTube intro and outro. Like, subscribe, comment. This has been episode 26 of the Madoian and Friends podcast.
You heard?
Peace.
Peace.
Yep.
Peace.